music going. Yo, Mr. MKL here. We are chilling in the basement, my friends. It is some speed running hours. I have not, unfortunately, I lost. In one of the moves from apartment to apartment over the years, I apparently lost my copy of Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, and we've been doing some Castlevania 2 speedrunning, man, and I have been like, okay, need to get into this, and then I was like, I wanted to do this stuff on real hardware if I'm able to. I don't know, I enjoy it. I enjoy the tactile nature of the hardware. I also enjoy the tactile nature of my leverless controller, which unfortunately I don't have a way to use on my NES. So with the cartridge and the CRT TV also comes a lovely dog bone controller. For those familiar, I got one of the Retrobit dog bones, which is quite nice. I don't know if it's the same kind of build quality as the like actual official dog bone controllers from Nintendo, but it's quite good nonetheless. But it does mean that we're gonna have to do a little bit of relearning of Simon's Quest on pad instead of leverless. At least until I get a converter of sorts. If anybody knows, man, if anybody knows of a converter to get like PS3, PS4, or like X input controllers to work on an NES, please let me know. Yo, what's up, Pop? How you doing, bud? We chillin', we vibin'. It is Friday evening. We've it's been a week, man. It's been a week. That's for sure. I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. And thanks for coming to chill. I appreciate it. Yo, we got the mood. Yes. Praying for salvation. Mrs. MKL comes in, and she's like, Mike, it looks very religious. Right. I'm like, it's true, but it's Castlevania. We're going into Hell House. Like, we going to churches. We're talking to monks to get whips. Confirmed. She's a big fan of Carlis, which is also another good one. French swear words to know. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's do a little bit of practice. We gotta get comfortable. Hey, first try. Let's go. Okay, so I gotta remember that the overscan's not too bad, actually. I don't know what the difference is. Between my TV and the emulator display. All right. Okay. That feels tougher. I've been practicing the harder grind because I'm just like, I wonder if I can get it. It's also just good practice to increase my like my whip cadence, my whip pacing, just so that I can kill enemies faster, especially when you get later game in the speedrun and enemies are taking 4-8 hits. If you have to grind through something like that, then you definitely want save as much time as possible. Thank you. Yo, legitimately, I have been So, like, because we've been doing some of the CRT streams for a while now, and I have been, like, slowly and surely tweaking my setup. Because it needs to be comfortable for, like, me playing. It needs to be comfortable for me streaming. Oh, apparently we lost... We lose... Power? Oh, we did. Right. Give me a second. But yes, thank you, Datagoth. Yeah, we've been, like I said, I've been tweaking the setup, so still a couple imperfections. Unfortunately, one of the cameras that I'm using, dude, I need to bring out like one of my old mini DV camcorders, to be perfectly honest. I think that'll be better for our face cam here. But we've been tweaking the setup, and it's like I was pretty pleased with the capture I was getting when we were playing Haunting Ground, but I was like, we can make this better. I had to like crank up my like ISO and really muck around with the shutter speed. That was in a way that was like we could get better results, and I think we're starting to get there. All right. Well, let's have some fun with some speedruns, friends. No, this is all real. This is all real hardware. I've got a camera on the TV. I'm playing on the NES. I got a little portable black and white TV that I'm running my face cam through. It's funny, I had someone ask me, be like, "Oh, this is a really cool like digital setup. Where'd you get the template?" And I was like, "Oh no." What am I at? 90? Okay. Oh shoot. I messed it up. Alright. It would have to, that's what I was saying. I'm like, it would actually be way more difficult. Oh, I messed that up. It would actually be way more difficult to set this up, like to fake this, than it is to just set up the TVs. It's delightful, right? Like, look, I can just, you can flip it up. You got everything. If it's not working for us, right? We can do the little jiggle. You know, the jiggle where you reach forward with both your thumbs and you hold on either side of the NES, and then you go wiggle, 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 wiggle until the connection works, right? We've all been there, because as we all know, blowing on the cartridge causes the long-term damage. Oh, seriously? It has, like, become unaligned? It's like... Oh. That's wild. Yeah, just enough to be noticeable. Oh, that's wild. I got lucky. We actually... This TV here actually comes from my in-laws. My wife's grandfather got it years ago, and it was like the TV at the cottage. And the thing is that he was known for getting like he wouldn't go get like prosumer electronics, but he would get basically the highest quality of the consumer level, right? And it's like get the top of the line of consumer just below the prosumer level. So like this TV actually has really good like scanline differentiation. It has a couple of like features, and it's missing a comb filter in its innards. But other than that, it's basically a prosumer level TV from the mid 90s. Which I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh heck yeah. What am I at? 94. All right, this is slow, but this is still doable. 98. We need to get to 100 hearts here to progress. Okay. This TV actually has a pretty noticeable curve. So I'm like, it's actually kind of tripping me out. Cause it does kind of like, yeah, almost have, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, it bends just enough that it looks like it's rotating around a globe in some instances. Which is just so noticeably different than how this stuff is displayed in emulators. Seriously, yo, I would absolutely, man, that would be worth it. I need a CRT guy. Like, for real, I need a repair guy, because I need someone to take a look. I have generic arcade cabinet with Puzzle Bobble 2 in it, but I'm a little bit worried about the CRT, and I want to do some stuff, but I don't want to mess with that shit. Like, dude, like messing with CRTs, that stuff is like end your life, end your career kind of stuff, man, if you mess it up. All right, whip throw, jump. Ah, I missed it. Man, yeah. It's gonna take a little bit getting used to playing on a pad versus the leverless. Whoop. Yeah, I want those guys on the right-hand side to be bunched together so I can get them in a single jump whip and a single holy water toss. That's what I want. Yeah, right? Yeah, I can do a lot of the arcade retro stuff. I can deal with PCBs, I can deal with electronics, but CRTs, that's another level, man. Even like I do some circuit bending with video stuff, and that's all well and good, but then I'm like, then I plug something into a wall and I'm like, I don't want to circuit bend that, man. Like, if you plug that shit into a wall instead of just like use it off a battery, that's when you start ending up messing yourself up. Oh, alright. Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work. I gotta reset my sub-pixel, jump up, jump down, jump up. And then floor drop. I mean, that's when you do like a group repair, where you're like, you get you and your 4 friends with your CRTs, and you'd be like, bud, come fix them all. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, this is actually really good time. All things considered, considering I didn't get my first art grind until my last death. Come on. Yes, double drop. Let's go. Oh, I gotta watch. I need to get just up inputs, not diagonals. See, that's one of the things about playing on leverless that was making it so much easier. Discrete inputs. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's bad. See, that's not what you want to see. Not when you had, like, I had a 530 getting the chain whip. Man. I do not have a good, quick way to get up here. I need to... This 2-stair, 3-stair climb here, I need to figure out something better. One-man CRT repair shop. I love it. Okay. Okay. I'll just drop down, drop down. I should be able to avoid all this. Bunch of lag, but that's fine. Alright. So, gotta remember... I feel like I'm doing okay for heart drops here. Let me get the blue crystal and get the floor drop, and then I'll check. Oh, guys, why do these people always come into my chat and tell me that I don't already have the best viewers? Why are people so insulting? Guys, we know my viewers are the best. Heck yeah. Okay, up, down, up, floor drop. Come on. Yes. Alright, I'm at 40. Not gonna have... I don't think I'm gonna have enough hearts. Nice. Ah, I love that floor drop. I love how it looks. That's such a cool trick, man. Okay, let's see if I can get a little speed boost here. Nope. Nah. And then kneel at the water. Everyone's favorite puzzle in all of Metroidvania history. Whoops. 42. Okay, I should be clear. I'm definitely clear for the 50 hearts I need for the stake. Oh, provided I don't die. Man, so much lag. Okay. Set up for the next trick. Reset the subpixel. Let's see. Hi, Snowy. Oh, the doggo's too excited. The dog's everywhere. Ah, okay. Oh. Okay, I'm actually gonna game over and reset my life and my heart count. But it means that I have more... damn it, missed it. I needed another double floor drop there. But, so yeah. Intentional death there to reset my heart count. Not to reset it. It does reset it. I want more hearts. It's our currency. But if you game over, you lose everything you have. So I will game over intentionally here, or there, and start building up for my next purchase now. Alright. Another floor drop setup. Jump down, fall down, bonk. And then 2 jumps down, and then this should allow us to floor drop through here. Nice. And then set up for a trick here where it pushes us through. Oh, we almost didn't make that. All right. So that means we don't have to travel through that last room. All right, onward ho. Terrible night for a curse. Most popular CRT use Steve Retro Tech TV. 3-hour drive from you in Virginia. Oh man, are you kidding me? I wish. I need to look into like the Ontario Tech folks. I'm sure there's a good CRT tech or two. I know there are a couple of arcade heads in the east end of the city, but I don't know how much work they do with actual tubes. Okay, yeah. The internet is a series of tubes. Oh, simpler times. Nice, I got that little jump out from under the ledge. Okay, so basically what I want right now is a lot of hearts and to not take damage. Oh! What did I say, Mike? $60 hearts. Alright, that's not great. I'm being perfectly honest. But it's not not doable. Oh shit. I needed to let the screen scroll. Oh god. Oh man. I'm not used to. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the timing this stuff on pad is gonna take some getting used to. Hey, that's why we practicing. Ah, too far. Okay. Buy no steak. Attack an orb. But oh, we got a double floor drop now. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Drop down, reset. Double drop. Come on, let's go. Come on. Dang it. All right. I failed enough. Double drop for Jesus. So, yo, I don't know if anyone's heard. There is a Super Nintendo upmake of Simon's Quest that just recently got released. And one of the features that was added to it was being able to jump off of stairs. Which I'm just like, yes. That is legitimately the best feature of everything that they added to that port. Okay. I'm still doing okay for health. If I can make it through this next segment. I think I'm doing okay for... I mean, yeah, not... Look, I'm not doing gangbusters with the hearts. Oh, God. Oh, okay, now I'm not doing okay on health. I'm so mad at myself. All right, well, that's fine. I did my game over. I did my life reset. I didn't want to die there. All right. Focus. Ooh, I've played a little bit of I played the demo in my off time. I need to play Lady Dracula. Heck yeah. That game looks so sick. And yo, shoutouts to Glitch Wolf, Zoe Wolf, who did the glitch art and the trailer for that game. Fantastic work that they have done. I'm actually really impressed with the Lady Dracula, the faux CRT filter stuff. They really nailed it. I'm pretty sure Zoe consulted on that, because heck yeah, it is spot on. It is way better than a lot of the fake CRT filter stuff that I see out there. All right. We got through it. So we got 1 and a bit lives. Hey, Punk, what's going on, bud? Oh, shit. I'm so mad. I needed to switch to... This is what I get for not paying attention. I needed to switch to Dracula's Heart, so... We're just gonna ride this one out. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I... I don't even catch that. You the dev behind that lovely little gem? No, I think I messed this up. I think I messed this. I think I messed this. This run's done. Yo, what's up? Hi. Amazing. I'm always glad. I'm always glad whenever anyone's here. But I'm also a big fan of having devs pop into chat. It's usually fighting game developers that are hanging out in here. No, it's all good. It's all good. No, absolutely. Like when we're in Kuma Burger. I'm sorry. Kuma Burgers was so wild. Like you walk in there and it's like, dude, it is like someone's Twitter post about like goth girl Hooters or something like that, right? Where I'm just like, is this actually a place? And lo and behold, it actually was a place. Good food, lovely people. But yes, no, Datagoth, I was actually, so yeah, no, I think you've done a really good job with the CRT filters. Like, honestly, I think the default, deformation that you have, like the tube shape that you have in your settings is very similar to the one that, that my TV actually has, right? I think that's kind of when I booted this up, because this is the first time I'm playing Castlevania on a TV in who knows how long. It was, but yeah, no, it was just like, oh yeah, no, that's right. It was like dead on, and I don't know. There's so many things about the like analog aesthetic that people. I don't know. It shows when someone is kind of intimately familiar with it, right? Like even just like retro game design, like modern retro game design. You'll sometimes play beat 'em ups where I'm just like, this doesn't feel like a beat 'em up from the lineage of the genre you're referencing, right? So, but it's same thing with some of those filters, right? Oh, nice. Okay. So it's a Godot plugin that you've used. That's amazing. Even better. I mean, use the tools you have, for real. But yeah, you played with the settings. And you've picked the correct ones, if you ask me. Alright, let's try another run here. Get our floor drop. Oh, bad grind. No, I'm at the start. I'm gonna reset. See, this is the thing where it's like now having a reset point so close to the start of the game really does breed constant resets. I gotta make sure I don't get stuck into that vortex. Okay. But yeah, the subtle like timing differences between emulator, like playing on LCD and playing on CRT, it can get to you. It's funny how much like muscle memory I built up just in like a month or two. All right, so what I need 100 hearts. I'm at 82, 90. Damn, didn't get it. Oh, dang it. I can still get this. $98. All right, just the one more. There you go. So yeah, this is basically what I got last run. So I should have enough time. Minute 30? Yeah, I should have enough time. Woo! I'm gonna try to do my pixel reset here. Oh, really? You filmed it at Zoe's house? Amazing. Just use their setup, yeah. Nice, okay. There you go. Out of town by nightfall. Yeah, your 4-second resets in Excite Bike Punk. I know. That's... Nope. Oh, right. I need to remember to equip my stuff. I mean, I love a good modern retro game. Honestly, it was one of the, like, when I discovered Foxy Boxy Games, that's when I was just like, oh yes, a developer who gets the modern retro design ethos and like does a wide variety of games, right? Come on. That's mean. That's 5, 6, 7 kills. No hearts. Give me some hearts, guys. I need that sweet, juicy currency. Goonies 2 and Simon's Quest. It's just childhood, right? This is a game. This is absolutely a game. I got it because I had a friend who literally got so frustrated with it, he said, I don't care, just take it. And he gave it to me. And it was a game that it was like left at my grandparents, who they had an NES in their basement. And I remember at one point being there for a weekend and playing it and really getting into this game and starting to figure it out, like starting to figure out the crystal trade quest and that like the crystals would reveal stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting it. And then I remember being like, making an excuse to go spend like an afternoon or a night over at my grandparents just so I could go and play Simon's Quest. Oh yeah, 142. Alright, I'm almost there. Come on. Oh, yeah. And I gotta make a beeline for it now. Get it in one. Yes. At least I got the floor drop in one. Gonna go daytime. Hey, my internal clock is pretty good. I think the only reason you own it is because mom was into horror movies. I mean, that's as good a reason as any. It is. Like, honestly, in this version too, I feel it's a pretty good horror movie video game adaptation. Can I get double? No. Single drop this time. Yeah, I'm curious what the retranslation patch is like. I also don't know what the SNES port that just got released. I don't know what it uses as its base. Thank you. Glad I got that jump this time and fall into the frickin' pit. The pit of despair. The pit of despair. $6:42. All right. 6:30 is pretty good to be here. 7 minutes is pretty bad. So, you know, we're average. We're average running. We're speed jogging. Oh, that's bad. That's not great. Alright. I have to not die. Really have to not die. Okay, what am I at? 740? Okay, I'm fine. It's funny. It's like, I don't know about anybody else. It's any speedrunners out there. It's like, y'all do that. Y'all just have like random benchmarks that are not your splits. Like, my split is, when I use my full splits, is when I get the crystal after this conversation at the end here. But I have like a mental checkpoint when I enter this town, basically, right? I don't think I messed it up. Yes, okay, good. Okay, let's see. Does my setup hold true? Nah. I botched it. Alright, back up strat. I know, I really like the look of that floor drop. I don't know why. It just, it tickles me. Legitimately, I think seeing that one was like the thing. There's usually like a thing that like convinces you to play a particular speed game. And that was one of those things for me. Yeah, speed jump, speed boost. Ah, I didn't get a second one. Right, yeah, for you it's the glasses glitches, right? Oh, absolutely. And it's similar, like the floor drops, you're right, you pointed that out, that the floor drops and the glasses glitches are kind of similar in those ways, where it's like just one of those persistent tricks that you have to kind of know to do the run. And it's like, you gotta get good at it. Come on, guys. Don't be like this. Alright. I'm going to pray that I get a double drop. Oh, I only need a single. Come on. Come on, guys. Skellies. I mean, I understand that skeletons aren't exactly what you think of when you're like, I need a heart. Let me find a skeleton. I mean, maybe like a body, yes, but a skeleton specifically. Okay. I don't think I got it. I want to get, yeah, I need to get better at getting my, I'll do my game over now, once again. Go the long way. It's still faster. It's still faster than doing the actual way through the mansion. It's true. Because how many glasses glitches are there in your run? Drop, bonk. And some of these, honestly, some of the floor drop setups are pretty convoluted. Just 2, but there's 3 in 100%. All right. Oh. Okay, I messed up my setup. Like I said, some of them are pretty convoluted. And missing one jump can throw you off. But... oh, I really need this, guys. Come on, don't be like this. It's so long to go the other way around. Oh, jeez, what am I doing? I'm so thrown off now. All right. This should do it. Okay, never mind. Oh, it is. It is. I love this game. I love this game. The speedrun in particular is so punishing. Oh, are you gonna come join us, Snowy? Oh, you can't see the dog. I need to get candlelight on the dog. There you go. Oh, boo! Messed up my whip timing. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We can still do this. This is the good thing about not being. I say as I mess up. Oh, absolutely. You're totally right. For casual play, if you know what the game is actually asking of you, which in fairness can be kind of obtuse, but at this point I feel is relatively common knowledge. Right, but like once you know like how to do it, it's relatively easy, and the game gives you a lot of tools to make it easier. That was one of the things I found playing the game growing up, is that you can get experience in various places and level up, which gives you not only more defense but more HP, right? And then there's all the whip upgrades, there's all the different types of weapons that you can come across. Some of them are really good. Right? You can get, yeah, and then you can level up and basically overpower yourself for basically any area that you come across. Right? Yeah, I don't think the enemy patterns are anywhere near as punishing in Castlevania 2 as they are in the other Castlevanias either. Yeah, infinite continues, you just walk around and figure it out, right? Like, there's a punish, like, obviously, like, you lose hearts and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not that much of a setback if you can just grind. And you absolutely can. Oh, but then, yeah, the most, like, heartbreaking RNG moments ever in the speedrun of the game, right? Alright, 82... 90, almost there. Okay, I'm gonna have to take the death. Yeah, the retranslation to makes you the villagers actually tell you. It's so key. Though it is something that I wonder, where I'm like, because I haven't gone through and checked. You can find a bunch of like books hidden in the walls and stuff like that throughout the mansions. And I don't know how much information the books give you in that regard and how much that tips it over, but like so many of them are very well hidden that you're like, you wouldn't even come across them. All right, lower drop. Ah, turn to night. Oh yeah, it's the speedrun is like, if you start messing up, it just becomes an absolute comedy of errors, right? Though there is a little bit of Like there's some like interesting play in being able to come back from that, right? Like especially with the route as I have it for me right now. I have a good RNG route and I have a bad RNG route, right? And there's a couple of breakpoints where I can do different things to accommodate for it. So like, because I'm not stuck to like an optimal world record route, it means that I can actually kind of play around in there, and that's fun being able to react to it, right? Oops. Whip, then throw, Mike. Whip, then throw. Okay, so I think my level up is gonna be at around 85? 89? 86, yeah, okay. And it is, man, like the two early grinds at the beginning, if you're very RNG dependent, it's just... It could be so disheartening, right? Like this, right? Where you're just like, guys, I've killed 9 of you and you give me no hearts, right? Look at this. Give me something. I got about 40 seconds. Get to 150 and book it over to where the chain is. Wow. This is very unkind RNG, guys. $46, all right. Oh, what are you doing? Stop, Simon. Okay. Got it in one at least. We're about to turn today. Yeah, any particularly fond memories, like, I don't know, what was your reaction when you realized it was like the duck at the like ducking at the river and kneeling at the wall waiting for your wind taxi or whatever, right? Like that was the solution. I got to admit, I was a little cheesed. I was a little cheesed that was the answer. Or I'm like, I feel like I was smart enough to have figured that out if you gave me the right information. Nope. Damn it, Blobby. I'm gonna have to make that meme. Punk, you realize, right? We gotta make the King of the Hill meme. For Blobby the... Bobby the Blobby. For the Blob Zip. Okay, okay, okay. I got through it this time. That was... okay. Oh! Fun. Right. Need to jump with that first guy. That's what it's so good, and I can't believe that I have not seen that in the Castlevania community yet. Like, I gotta be real. Thanks, Spriven. Much appreciated. We are getting used to it. Like I said, it's a bit of a shift. I was playing on emulator on a leverless controller, and now I'm playing on console on a CRT with a pad. Man, getting floor drops on pad is gonna take some getting used to. Like, I'm there for some of the easier ones, but it's only gonna get harder as time goes on. As in, get further into the run. Okay. Come on. Come on, cool floor drop. Oh. No. No. No, I missed it. Back up. Yeah, it's nowhere near as easy to do, like, to piano and to, like, roll from one button to the other on pad as it is on leverless. I don't know. It's just so much. I'm so much more reliable, and I can do such tighter windows. I feel like I'm always leaving, like, a 3-frame gap on pad, but I'm doing 1 or 2 frames on leverless, which makes a difference with floor drops. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. I am unfortunately fairly low. Man, yeah, they have not been kind with the hearts. Come on, dude. Quit jumping away. Okay. I'm good now. Such lag in that segment. Oh, man. It's just that one thing. I think it's all the enemies on the floor above that just tank the frame rate. I don't think I'm close enough to the edge of the screen for the trick, for like the zip to work here. Let me game over to reset my lives. Back up. Oh, come on. I guess it's only the single drop. It's so upsetting because you need the double drop in this spot. Usually, like, there's most of the floor drops where you have an opportunity to do doubles or quads. Getting 1 or 2 is at least good. It helps. Oh, what? All right. Sorry. Thought I was stuck in there for a second. Look, that frame rate was definitely under 9,000. Okay, so yeah, floor drops work based on your whoop. We're good. We're good. Hey, that still worked. Okay, so you need your Y subpixel value to be a certain value. There are a range of values that will work. But if you can get that certain value, and then you have a 2-block height, you can then go to the edge of that block and walk off of it and whip within a couple frames. I think there's like a 2-frame window. And if you do that, because of your subpixel value and the way that you're positioned when you fall off the block, there is no intersecting point between the floor and your hurt box or your push box, right? So you end up just going through it. But it only works for some reason. You can only start it on sections that are like I said, 2 blocks high. But it's weird because, like I said, you can do doubles and triples, and consecutive floor drops after the first one is initiated don't have a height restriction on it. So I'm not entirely sure what the kind of the nuts and bolts behind that is exactly. But here, I can try to walk you through it. So like there are specific setups that people use in order to guarantee the correct subpixel value, to allow the trick to work. So like you will see me occasionally do some like weird jumps and like jump into a ceiling and bonk my head. And part of that is to do it. One of the interesting things about it is that walking on, one of the things I do is I step on stairs, because stepping on stairs resets your subpixel value to 0. So once you're at a known value, you can start doing explicit things to make sure that you're set up for a floor drop later on. So there are some setups later on in the game where you have to walk through 2 or 3 screens before you're like doing very, very specific movements, either explicitly like jump whipping or making sure you getting hit messes you up a lot. Whoop. All those subpixels. Never a dumb pixel in sight. Okay, so there's one coming up here. I'll see if I can show you. This is a really easy example, because one of the values that works for this drop is a subpixel value of 0. So, oh, do I not have enough hearts? I do. Okay. Right, so like my pixel is all messed up, but I step on the stairs, I know it's at 0. There, and we get the double drop. So once I knew my pixel was at 0, I was able to walk off the ledge and whip very quickly after that, which basically made the game say, hey, there's nothing preventing you from falling through here. And then a second whip in the air at the right time let me go through the second floor. Okay, those gargoyles were very nice to me. Yeah, okay, I have 70 hearts. This is decent. Okay, I reset and I died accidentally in the first mansion, but I should still have 2 lives here. So, okay, let's just grind for hearts. Be careful not to lose a life. Yeah, I'm waiting it out. I don't care. I'm taking it a little slow. I'm trying to do the mental math of, am I gonna have enough currency Neutral jump in case a heart appears. Aw, thanks, Restream bot. Hey, come on. I'm a speedrunner, and I literally showered before stream. Your worst message was the 100. They needed to call you out. Such good music. Are you... God, I love this OST. Friends. Delicious. Okay. Intentional death. We gotta make the most of this half a health bar. Yo, 100%. This is one of the many games. Mega Man, most of the Mega Man games were also games that I would just be like, I would just put them on, I would pause, and I would just listen to the music. Okay, we have made it to the fun/unfortunate mansion, where we have to deal with their RNG from these mean knights. And we are... Oh! Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Castlevania and FromSoft, best soundtracks? I mean, hard to argue. First time in your life you had control over the music you heard? That's actually kind of beautiful, Punk. I think that might be why so many people have a fundamental connection to video game music that they can't quite explain, right? And I think you're right. It is... You made a choice, and sometimes that choice was... Oops. Very explicitly... Oh, you jerks! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm so mad those guys hit me out of my floor drop. No, but for real, right? Like, video games were your jukeboxes. Like, there were... Like, sound test. The sound test was so good for... Oh, God. When I realized I could put on Street Fighter 2 and just pick Guile's theme, that was great. Oh, and then Tony Hawk, yes, absolutely, bringing in, like, actual, right, like, not actual music, of course, video game OSTs are actual music. Oh, that's a good point. The GTA radios did a really good job of that as well, didn't they? All right, I'm gonna try another one. Let's try another run. Let's see if we can get a run through here. I would like to at least get to death. I mean, the fact that I have not made it there yet is kind of surprising. Finish your meal. No, that's it. Give me a double. Nah, single. Alright, 86. I can still get this in one life. Or, well, one death, rather. Oh. Nope. No, I can't. And sometimes the chef does. Spit in your food. Ah, oh, come on. Give me my hearts. There you go. This one's gonna be cutting it a little close. We got in there. Alright. I feel like it's gonna be pretty instant, though, turning to night. Okay, I mean... Whoop. Alright. On to the next grind. I am getting way more comfortable already. I feel it. Just going through these segments even. The first couple times, I was on very shaky ground making those jumps. But I'm kind of getting my, oops. my rhythm down. Ooh, top 3 favorite enemy sprites in this game. That's a good question. Okay. Okay, strangely, I think Dracula is one of... Okay, I'll start with this. I think Dracula is one of the least interesting sprites in the game. There is a shadowy enemy that appears mid-game, which is like usually like I think it has like a green color palette to it, and they like run around and they do this little slash animation. I think that is one of my favorite sprites in the game, to be perfectly honest, especially enemy sprites. Death is pretty cool. Death is way cooler than Dracula as a design, I feel. Man, Camilla's nice. Like, the few bosses that are in the game are kind of cool. Outside of Drac. Right, like the giant mask that like drops tears of fire, like... Oh, like the weird lizard dudes, those first dudes? They are funky, man. Like, I'm not sure... Because, like, this is all, it's all pulling from, like, classic horrors, right? Horror movies and stories. So, I'm like, where is that, like, is that lizard men? Because, like, there's, like, the creature from the lagoon. Oh, the creatures from the lagoon. I kind of like those guys. Those might be in my top 3 as well. Oh, whoops, I was not paying attention. I was just... Ah, the eyeball is good. I like that. The Skellies are classic. The Skellies are absolute classics. Oh, come on. I was not paying attention to the clock. Whatever, whatever. We just want to complete a run, man. We're just... This is not... Like, dude, I am not worried about, like, a frickin' leaderboard or anything like that. I gotta just enjoy these runs. Yeah, Fishman's up there. I like the little shadow dudes. Yeah, okay. Definitely more practice needed. Oh, we've no signaled. All right. I think I'll take a little bit of a break after this run. Grab myself a drink, vibe out for a bit, and come back and do some more speedruns. Such a good tune. What? Oh, man. What is it called? I keep wanting to call it Vampire's Kiss. Is that? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's actually right. Nope. Whoa. Vampire Killer. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, Punk, every time I watch you do a Goonies stream, I end up, like, hovering over top of my computer being like, I want to speedrun now. Like, it is, I don't know what it is. It's contagious. Like... Hey, we got it. Oh, finally. Okay. Of course, you know, you always get the tricks you want when you're having an otherwise mediocre run. Like... Something, something, misery loves company? Yeah. Yeah, nerds embolden each other. I mean, you love to see it. Oh. 40. Okay, cool. I'm actually... After a slow start with hearts, I'm now right on pace. Okay. Reset subpixel on the stairs. Jump. Get pushed off. You want to make this jump as close to the edge of the screen as possible so they get you stuck in the loading zone. Whoops. And so then when you press left, you get warped thinking that you've crossed the transition barrier. It is such a weird, funky trick, and I love it. And the backup here is that it drops you down, and then when you're standing there, but yeah, no, that trick is like, it's dependent. You need, especially to get the full version, you need the right subpixel value. You need to be like very, very precise positioning to have that vertical platform move you in the right spot. Okay, let's see if I can not mess this floor drop setup again. Collect. 2 jumps down. Now I should be good. Hey, see? See? This is why we make setups. Whoops. Okay. This should do it. Okay, good. Yeah, you know what? The, I think the overscan on my TV is messing with that a little bit for me. It's not too bad, but I think the left-hand side is... I don't know. It's at least, it's appearing different to me than, obviously, than what it is on a modern display in emulator. Oh, come on. That didn't hit you? Top 5 fighting game tech that works for speedrunning. Alright, pianoing, frame buffering, or frame kills. I would actually say frame buffering and frame kills would be 2 separate ones. Yeah, favorable trades, I mean, that's kind of like, yeah, that's like the core of damage boosts, right? Oh god, like... You could go as far as to say even things like understanding how to do re-jump combos. Right? Like, a lot of patterns that you need to fight bosses require, like, attack patterns that are very similar to a lot of combos. And, like, re-jump combos, I feel, are one of those things that, that kind of appears in speedrunning. Oh, yeah. Whoops. I'm just resetting that because I was a silly boy. Negative edge. Understanding negative edge. Frame traps. Frame data. Hit stun. Like, hitbox interactions and positioning. There's like a lot of... This is one of the reasons I think that speedrunners and fighting game players are kindred spirits. Much in the way that, like, speedrunners and... music game and rhythm game players are kindred spirits, and rhythm game players and puzzle game players are, and shoot 'em up players, right? Like all those gaming communities have a certain amount of like cross-pollination, not only amongst types of players, but amongst skill sets. You have the speedrun world record, any percent DOA plus. You have 17 seconds. Come on. Try 3, wait for him to go. Ah, just a single. Just a single after a struggle. Oh, IGT. Okay, okay. 17 seconds in game time. That's fair. What? Oh, okay. Cool. I despawned half of a tile, or like a quarter of a tile. GG's me. Whoop. No knockdowns, no environment hits. Trick is to basically not play it as a fighting game. Yeah, that is the interesting thing, right? It's like, despite all the crossover, when you speedrun fighting games, oftentimes you don't play them like fighting games. Not in the way that the FGC thinks about them, at least. Just gonna take it slow. I don't want to die again. Come on. Silly hard positioning. I was actually doing really good with my, like, pickup of, items throughout that segment. Another thing, crossover between fighting games and speedrunning, the schmovement. There is a great appreciation for schmovement in both of those hobbies. Whoop. Okay. Oh, no. Lost the hearts. I was on my last life. I thought I had another one. Yeah, you can post a link. You should be good. The auto mod shouldn't take you out. every fighting game I play is just an 80% bad ending run. I love that. Alright, friends, I'm gonna grab myself a drink. I'm gonna take a little stretch break. And we're gonna come back and play some more. We're gonna play some more Simon's Quest. I appreciate you chilling in the, at our altar to Metroidvanias. the only genre that matters, right? Like, every game must be a Metroidvania. The next Dead or Alive game, it's gonna be a Metroidvania. Just wait. Okay, yo, that might actually kick ass. You have so much character customization. Oh, man. Okay, I'm just saying, let's pitch it. Let's just go to them and pitch it. Alright, friends, yo, get yourselves a drink, take a little stretch break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes, my friends. guys, gals, non-binary pals. I hope everyone's doing well. chilling. Yo, we having a good Friday evening? I certainly hope so. We are, yo, we're kicking it off, man. We're just in there. Guys, I highly recommend everybody get some cool holiday sweaters. I'm sorry, like, it's Kirby. I've been really digging it. I have been collecting nerdy, ugly Christmas sweaters over the last few years. So I don't know what to get next though. I've got a Zelda one. I've got Kirby. I have a Pokemon one and a Mega Man one. And I'm like, what do I do next? And I'm like, maybe I can't believe like I don't have a fighting game one, which kind of surprises me. Like, oh jeez. Right, I don't have a Mario one. I don't have a Street Fighter one. I don't have a Castlevania one. What would a Castlevania, right, mix of horror and Christmassy? So what would, a oh man. Okay, yes, a Robo-O Christmas sweater would go extremely hard. I would love that. But like, what would a Castlevania Christmas sweater be? Like, you would have like, right, you could have like Simon and the Whip, and you could have, I guess you could have like the Eye Enemy, the Medusa head. You could probably throw some bosses in there. I gotta learn to knit. Oh, Simon whipping the holy water. Yeah, okay. Oh, really? You have perlers of that? That's dope. I used to do the pose. That's awesome. Okay. 266. Ooh, okay, 74. Oh man, I do love perler art too. I've got my Lilith in the back here. I needed some Darkstalkers perlers in my life, that's for sure. Okay, 90, I need 3 more, let's go. I've only taken the 1 death, right? 2 more. Do I get away with a double? No. No, not even a single. Okay. So, going into the run... Oops. Low on Laha. Really? Nothing? Still need 1 more. Alright. That's fine. Under a minute 40, that's fine. Oh, itchy foot, itchy foot. Whoa. That was close. Oh, nice, Doom. Doom guy. Good old Simon Belmondo. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Telling you, having friends who do art shit is some of the coolest stuff ever because you just get good art stuff. I have a artist friend of mine, and he's also a voice actor. Damien Gouldé, for those. He's also an actor. Does stage plays, does movies, TV, anything. He's an actor. But he's also like a traditional artist, and he will just like paint a bunch of stuff on canvas, and then do a giveaway at the holidays, and just be like, here, gives you like, you know, fake money, and like Monopoly money, and is like you can bid on various pieces of art that he's made, and it's so cool. It's always a fun. It's a great like Christmas thing. It's a great way for him to like give out gifts, and it's like, I don't know, interesting, but no, cool people making cool stuff. Love it. Which is a perfect opportunity to shill for people like That Punk, who is a fantastic streamer. Yo, I don't know if do any of my mods have the ability to shout someone out, because you can shout out That Punk. That would be amazing. They are a very good friend of mine. I guess we bonded over fighting games and Fantasy Strike, and then we're like, oh, we're also just like, we think we're cool people, and we do cool things, and yeah. Kind of like brother from another mother kind of thing. Or sister from another mister. Them from another Ken? I think that works. But no, Punk is the one that kind of reignited my my interest in speedrunning. Seeing them do their Excite Bike runs and their like run for the Goonies world record at this point has been fantastic. And yeah, they are very cool. Go check them out if you want another cool place to hang out and watch. You know, like I said, cool people make cool games and make cool art. That's where you want to be. Whoop. Okay, that's 1, 2 jumps. That should be fine. Yes. Okay. Saved it. Not my actual setup, but it worked. Queer from another steer. I like it. Yo, I'm okay. I'm taking that. I am absolutely taking that. Genius. Nah. No floor drops. Call it stealing your shit. I'm sorry. I am Canadian. Let's be real. We are a settler colonial state, my friends. I should be better than that, though. You're right. I mean, cousin from another dozen. I mean... That sounds like a Lifetime TV show about a Mormon family. Yo, gamer, what's up? Thank you, I appreciate that. I am quite proud of this setup, man. Like, I don't know. Vibes. That's all I can say. It's just like, I have spent far too many, you know, dark winter nights, as a young MKL, playing games in the basement, and it's nice to bring that back. Yeah, right? Exactly. I know, I gave up a CRT in order to get a better, like, big screen. And now I'm like, I kind of regret it, but I'm like, I've always kept place for one. But I would like, I mean, honestly, my next step, because I need to fix up my office here, like, I need a proper workspace for my glitch art work. Like, it is so tough. I have, like, let's see if I can get this. No. Alright, didn't get the drop. I've got, like, fucking 2 mixers sitting beside me, and a bunch of random, like, glitch effects boxes, and nowhere to properly put them. So it makes actually, like, doing anything, like, I've been wanting to do some live performance, some DJing, but it is, my workspace is not conducive to that. Same thing, I've been trying to do more circuit bending, but I need, like, a soldering station. Like, I can't be, like, crouched down over my table on my couch anymore. But one of the things I want to do is I want to just get one of those giant U-line racks, and I want to put my CRT TV in there, and it'll give me some space where if I can find another, like, 14-inch or something like that, that I'd actually be able to have them in a rack and have space for these behemoths, because this thing is taking up so much space in my room right now. It's not even funny. Give me one more. There we go. Okay. We've got our hearts. Oh, A&W. A&W root beer is the only root beer worth having. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, friends. I've said it. I've said the words. I know there are root beer lovers out there who will swear by mug or something like that. Nah. It's A&W or bust. Come on. Dang it. I will get that double drop one day. I will get that double drop one day. Virgil's root beer. Okay, we Canadians may not have access. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I might have missed something about glitch art, which makes me a little sad, because I always want to talk about glitch art in video synthesis. Oh, holy heck. My love. Oh. I messed it up. I didn't mean to bonk on the way over here. Oh, we're lucky. Hey, we got the setup. Okay. I'm getting used to how the screen's looking now. That's good. Oh, I missed that again. I might be whipping too early there, actually. So your friend mods PS2 to be the all. Oh, that's so sick. Okay, so they circuit bend PS2s for visual effect. Yeah, yeah. I have been in the process of circuit bending my NES actually. Not this one, but another one that I have. Yeah, also includes all the games. You can do so much cool stuff. Yeah, everything can be tweaked, turned off for regular play, but you can turn it on for performance. Dude, Gamer, that's so sick. I love that. I saw a circuit bent PS1, but it was mostly audio. So it was a bunch of, like, they basically tapped into the audio processing unit on the PS1 and then used, like, the CD jukebox function as part of their DJ apparatus. Which I thought was super sick. But I have not seen anyone do a PS2 for visuals. Okay, so thoughts on Dr. Pepper? Because as much as I like A&W root beer, I think Dr. Pepper is the superior drink. Y'all don't know how lucky you are that Dr. Pepper is not a Pepsi product in the United States. You know how annoying it is not to be able to get Dr. Pepper from McDonald's because they're Coke only? I don't like any other Pepsi products, man. Like, it's so wild to me. But I like me some Dr. Pepper. Come on. Double floor drop. Let's do it. Come on. Alright. Give me the single. I still lost time on that, but whatever. We're in there for the practice. Dr. Pepper is fine, but you give him 90% of soda some years ago, unless it's special occasions. That cream soda, okay. And I mean now, here, my friends, is where you start getting onto something, where I'm just like, yes, give me some cream soda. That is a delicious drink. This is it. Like, I mean, I enjoy me some soda, sugary drinks, so I will indulge. But if you don't typically, when you do indulge, make dang sure you're getting a premium drink guy. Like, okay, over to the heart. Now, friends, do we remember? Whoops. We're gonna find out what our life count is at. Our life count is at 0. That's right. I had the bad start. Oh man, yo, I haven't had a run go past like 20 minutes. This has been a bit of a struggle day. Surge soda. Oh man. Was that one of those early caffeinated drinks? Like Jolt Cola? Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, this is the other thing where once again, it is I sometimes say to myself, how does one drink that much soda? And then I forget that like the serving sizes in Canada and the United States are so drastically different. Like it is like unless you are buying the 2 liters, right? There's no real way. But like, man, big gulps, like that's got to be like at least a liter, right? Like a liter and a half. Like those things are huge. And so yeah, sometimes I'm just like, right. I need to remember like the yeah, that's exactly it. Literally the I mean, it's changed now because there was some changes in like our sizing regulations, but like for real, like our extra large, what I would call a large or like sometimes a large, but oftentimes an extra large, will be what they give me as a medium when I go to the States. And it's just so bonkers to me. Right? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Because if someone's just handing it to you, yeah, I'm probably going to drink it. Like, I would drink it too. Yeah, I mean, yo, like food, eating, diets, it's so weird, man. Like people are so different. People process foods and like react to foods in very different ways. So it is like it's hard. It's hard to find some good solutions, right? But you're right that there are some core things that you can do, right? And it's like, dude, make sure you have more fiber in your diet. Like, fiber is good. Make sure you, like, portion sizes. Portion size is another big thing, right? We were just talking about the sodas. And it's like, it's the same thing with the food. Last time, when I was at Evo last, I did that. I bought a burger and fries. And I was like, this is like 3 meals. And I did. I ate a burger and fries for like 2.5 days. It was kind of unreal. Right? But if you're not cognizant of your portioning, that stuff happens immediately, right? And it's also like, portioning what? Are you portioning essential proteins, or are you portioning, right, like other things? Gonna have a drastic impact. Yeah, 1 order of takeout becomes 2 meals, right? Okay, this is bad RNG. Yeah, no pre-made foods, right? I mean, the highly processed stuff, like, and not that like processed foods are the devil and it's poison and any of that, but yeah, there is so much salt. You mentioned salt, that's another one, right? Like the high sodium, the bad sugars, right? Like that's the other thing, right? It's like not all types of food are created equal, right? So it's like not all sugars are created equal, not all right, carbs are created equal. Yeah. Oh, I could only imagine too, right? Like once you get to a point that you're like, I'm using the half salt. Like it's the same thing, right? It's like we like use the half salt, the chicken broth, right? And it's like, when you go to the full salt one, you're like, oh my god, what is going on with this? Yo, it's hey, about personal tolerance, and it's about responsible consumption. It's about right, like, proper dosage. So we were talking a little bit about RNG in as I'm struggling with RNG right now, but we were talking about it in the Goodies 2 run for Punk, and we might have discovered something that can help with some of the RNG stuff, but you know, still need to investigate. But Lord knows, what am I like? Please, could I have something to mitigate some of this RNG? And unfortunately, the solution in Castlevania 2 to mitigating some of that RNG is to get good and do the harder grind. And it's like, and I don't even, it's not really that you get better RNG, it's, oh god. It's not even that you get better RNG, it's just that you have more opportunities. You get through it faster so that the grind doesn't take as long. That's really all it is. And it's not that much of a time save for something that's probably much more difficult. Yo, in the 40 club, welcome. I just got there myself. But yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, it's funny. At this point, I'm like, I probably need to bulk up a little bit. Like, I'm starting to waste away while I'm like, my wedding ring will occasionally fall off when my hands get cold and they constrict. Wasn't happening before. But yeah, everything in moderation. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Yo, big shout outs. Big shout outs to the 40s Club, for sure. I am finally able to ease into like my old man aesthetic. Like, I've always been the grumpy old man, so now I just get to be I literally get to yell at the kids in my neighborhood to get off my front lawn. It is kind of hilarious. You can just go out on the front porch and yell at the children to get off your lawn. I need a rocking chair. I mean, rawr. Alright. I mean, on the bright side, I've only messed up that first floor drop like once. Back in my day, hey, I remember that. I remember when my school upgraded, like, from our Commodore 64 computer lab to a Windows 98 environment. I remember, that was our jump. Our school went from Commodore 64s to Windows 8. And we had to get some, like, 21-year-old fresh out of teacher's college who was the only person who understood computers. And he, like, he was the one who had to teach us and had to teach all the teachers how to use modern Windows machines. He eventually became our tech teacher. So, just Yo, Ski Free was sick. That was such an upgrade to us, man. Are you kidding? But no, it was, what was it? It was right? It was Oregon Trail. It was, what was the math game? You were like a wizard. It was Math Quest. But then yes, then Ski Free, which was the skiing game with the Yeti that would come and eat you. Yep, that's the one. But dude, yeah, no, I like that is, it was common. These kids in their you just fucking unlocked a memory, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Jezball just unlocked in my brain. That is so good. I miss that game. So much. Yo, Space Cadet Pinball, Jezball, Minesweeper, of course, the classic. Hearts, baby. Yo, I was a solitaire guy. I hated Minesweeper until I figured it out. Once I started understanding it, I have now forgotten how it works. I went and tried to play it recently, and I was like, oh no, I don't know anymore. But I was like, no, I can get this. But yo, Hearts, the card games, man. Like this is the thing that you don't understand. Like guys, you have access to so many games. You have access to, like, we had to play. Do you know many freaking like 8-year-olds who really want to play bridge or something like that? I mean, like, look, trick-taking games are fun games, don't get me wrong, but like, it's, I need you to understand, it's that there was nothing else. Like, I learned to play solitaire as a kid with cards at my cottage because we got tired of the board games, and they were like, well, you can learn cards, right? So we did the, you know, solitaire into gin and stuff like that. But guys, the children have so much. That's it. And they have access to, like, for free and readily available on basically any platform. They have access to the stuff that was gated from us and required us to play Hearts. Like, I need you to get this, guys. Like, yeah, exactly. No, that was 100%. I was like, sure, Grandma, we'll play euchre. I guess that's what we're doing. I'll learn it. And absolutely. And look, I love it. And I do love like board games that use like those card mechanics of those other games. But like, yeah, it's funny to think where it was like the shit that you would do, like. Yeah, that's 100% it. Like, no, for sure. Take a look at what's out there, and right, like, enjoy the new stuff. There's a lot of amazing new games coming out. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, being in 3rd grade, waiting for this time, and currently where you can just find any game from the past. I mean, that's it. That's it. Yeah, you have there has never been like explore it all for free 99. Yeah. I mean, that's it. You can go on Fightcade and play a whole ton, like a almost 30-year span of fighting games of just like fighting game history from innumerable consoles and arcade standards and eras and developers and publishers, and it's just like, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing to think that that's all there, right? It's even mind-blowing to think that these collections exist, stuff like the Capcom Fighting Collection. Like the Street Fighter anthologies, when they were released on like GameCube and PS2 and stuff like that, were phenomenal. Like, they're not the greatest emulation, they're not, right? But like, having access to all that was so good, and it's like, it's still happening, and we're getting way better versions of those things, of those games, in collections that are online play. It's remarkable. Oh, Time Splitters Rewind just dropped? Oh, I have not played Time Splitters since I first got a GameCube. Drop the link. Well, and like, and you can, right? You can. I mean, I feel for like indie devs in particular who like think of a small independent developer who has to fight with the world of other small independent developers and also the major developers, but then also 40 years of video game history, like 50 going on, right? Like, if you call probably what would we, what's our benchmark for the start of video games, right? Like, you could probably, what was it? Was Space War 1968? '62. Okay, so Space War was 1962. Right? But like 60 years, 50, call it something. What was Space Invaders was probably early 70s. So like, but realistically, like half a century of stuff, which is not all of it. Like, we have not done the best job of preserving the entirety of our video game history, but a lot of it is available. Oftentimes much more than any one person could actually consume. But it means that people don't have to pick. And yeah, Mohas, like, you might not consider it, right? And it's like, I hear that from a lot of devs too, where they're like, look, I don't consider other developers my competition in that way, right? But, and they might not be for you and how you operate, but in a player's mind, they are. Like, look, I do Niche Fighter Monday, and I do stuff like that, and I focus a lot on fighting games. And as a result, I oftentimes don't focus on other games, right? And it's like, is, like even right now, like any number of the games where there's a playtest and a new character playtest that happened recently, and it's been happening for Resistance 2040X. And I could be playing that right now, but I'm playing a game from 1987 or whatever, right? Like, so just in terms of time and attention, right? Like, there are a bunch of ways in which these games are competing with each other. And unfortunately, the reality is, it is like, when I say to myself, what am I going to play? I am looking at 2D Fighter Maker, and I am looking at Mugen and Ikemen, and I am looking at NES and, you know, Saturn, and also Steam and itch.io, and right? So like, it's just so much, right? Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I try to try to, dude, this is why I don't have the big FGC following, right? I am too much for the nuance, unfortunately. But yes, you are right there. You are right there, Mohas, that finding an audience for your art is always part of the gig. And it's the same thing where, I mean, like, even me as a videographer and an editor, I am in competition with other videographers and editors, right? Like, I'm not really, but, like, we're going up for the same jobs, right? Like, ultimately, people can only pick, oftentimes, one person to do the job for them. And that means that it is, by definition, exclusionary to others, right? So it's like, yeah, I am not out there trying to undercut my, my colleagues and, you know, fellow artists, but ultimately, it does, there is a little bit, it's a weird thing, man, especially like small independent stuff where, yeah, like you do end up being like, no, this job is mine, so that means it's not yours. So it's like you're kind of taking money away from each other in that way. Not really. But then the other side of that is it's a bunch of indie artists giving each other the same $5 over and over and over again. And in October, I give you $5, and in November, you give me $5. And we're just like, just the same $5 bill we're handing back and forth. So... right? So, like, because the support is also there. I mean... Yeah, same. You way too variety. Yeah. But that you're absolutely right. It's about the demand. If there isn't enough demand, then you got to adjust. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the reality of it. I mean, like I've talked a whole ton about just like sustainability, right? Like that's, right? It's like, look, we're hanging out, we're streaming, we're playing games on Twitch, right? But it's like, yeah, there are also ads running, and like I'm like, hey guys, subscribe to my Patreon, right? And it's like, doing that is all part of the process, right? It's all part of the game. But you've got to adjust. Like, I keep saying it, by definition, Niche Fighter Monday is gonna remain niche because it's about niche fighters, and those are pretty niche. Now, like, I can accept that, right? But it means that, no, yeah, am I gonna get the 100 viewer streams? Am I gonna get, you know, am I going to be able to sustain my art with that? Probably not. So what do? You pivot, you adjust, right? And it's like, that's why there's a whole bunch of other things that we can do. I mean, this is like, folks are so multi-talented too, right? That like, yeah, you can apply those skills elsewhere, right? Yeah, don't set yourself up for failure, right? And I mean, it's funny, and I think about that sometimes, right? Like, I joke about it, where I'm like, guys, I do my regular stream on Monday at 2 p.m. Who the fuck's watching? I do it about tiny, like, old retro fighting games, and we talk about game design and history, and, you know, like, the sociological topics about our communities, right? Like, these are the things that I'm doing, and I'm like, I find it interesting. I do it because this is literally the type of stuff that I want. I want more. Like, I would love to be able to go to YouTube and have someone talk about that, right? So I'm like, okay, I can be here and talk about it. But yeah, I'm like, why did I pick that? Like, why did I pick that? Like, I probably could have went the like, the like, I'm not Mr. MKL, I'm Mr. Beast. Like, I could have gone much more in that direction. But But I didn't, because that's not what I want to do. Yes, idolism. Jay is such a good example of that, though, right? Where I felt even for me, where I'm like, a lot of what they do is very niche, right? And they have kind of broadened their scope. But like, yeah, they'll do writing about super niche, interesting, like, historical stuff about, you know, fighting game series and subgenres of fighting games for Super Combo. But then we'll also do like just playthroughs of Final Fantasy talking about the design and the systems, right? And it's like, that's much more broad appeal. And it's amazing to see Jay be able to like, to work the more niche approaches that I think folks like around here kind of appreciate, into something in a format that is like much more widely appreciated, I would say. Hey, there is honestly something so like exciting about seeing someone excited for like passionate about something, right? Like I don't need to be passionate about R&B to really appreciate somebody waxing poetic about the history of the genre, right? Right? Same thing. The Goonies 2 is so funny. It is a game I have never played in my life until literally today when I was doing some glitch hunting for Punk, right? And like I never watched the speedrun of it. I don't even really like the Goonies as a movie. Like, I am not a Goonies fan. My friends are like all about that, and I'm just like, wasn't my thing, right? But then I watch Punk do their speedruns, and I am just like, this is phenomenal. And I went and I dug into the task when I saw it posted, and I'm like, this task is so amazing. There are so many cool glitches in this game. It is interesting routing. And they're like, yeah, but I'm like, Goonies, like, this Goonies 2 is not for me, but I'm like, I'm here. Every time I see them go live, I'm just like, yes. Are you for real, man? You've never seen the Goonies movie? That is hilarious. Yeah, but that doesn't matter, right? Like, how many of the things that we know and love is like from 3 years before we were born? Yo, Kid Chameleon. Yes. That is a game amongst games. Like, that has such a weird but like strangely compelling structure to the whole game. Like, it is so unbelievably long. There are so many levels. The level designs and layouts are like 90s Euro ass level design layouts. But then there are like warps and all over the place, and you can like, oh, I don't know. It's such a weird like bit of its time before I think a lot of the platformer as a genre coalesced into what we know of it as today. Yes, and it's before that kind of like the Masocore, the Kaizo oriented stuff really hit, but it was still challenging, but it wasn't like I am going to mock you kind of challenging. It didn't feel that way. Yeah, great example. You're right. don't, there is, yo, STI, yes. He literally yells die. It's such a good sound sample too. It does sound like Dark Souls. Unfortunately, everything sounds like Dark Souls though, right? What is the Dark Souls of sounding like Dark Souls? Didn't STI also... Is that what, is Eternal Champion... It was Michael Latham. Who was the designer behind it. Oh, no. Okay, so it was Sega Interactive Development Division. Those guys, STI, they were absolutely workhorses. But, like, this development division that was, like... It was the kind of the American, like the strictly American in-house developer for Sega. They did a lot of like the Game Gear ports and stuff like that, but they were also responsible for Eternal Champions. And it's funny. There was a time, right? Like you could look at STI and you could look at SDD, and they had very, very distinct design philosophies, despite being part of the same company, right? Much like at Nintendo, the various R&D teams, like, right? Like, what was it? It was R&D 2 was hardware and a very, like, small subsection of first-party games. So you had... oh god, the creator of the Game Boy. I'm spacing on his name. Is gonna drive it. Gunpei Yokoi. Gunpei Yokoi, right? Was yes, thank you, gamer. Was responsible for a bunch of the hardware, right? Made the Game Boy, Virtual Boy. But also was responsible for a bunch of the first-party games. And so, like, we got Metroid 2 thanks to them, right? And Metroid 2 is a very different game than Metroid 1. And when you start like these guys, right? When you get these different siloed teams, right? You can get these really interesting, I don't know, like personality quirks, basically, from developers, like idiosyncrasies. But I don't feel like you get that anymore, right? Like, there is not the same kind of distinction between R&D 2 and 4 at Nintendo now as there was. And, like, you see, like, the collapse of smaller studios, right? As they all get folded into to bigger subdivisions in major publishers and development houses. So, like, you're starting to lose all that, right? And it's... Oh, but yes. And then you are absolutely correct. FromSoft is a developer that has managed to maintain its identity, in part because they have been so successful with their quintessential design ethos, right? Like, what they do has worked so well and has been copied so much that it's like, okay, you have the permission to be like that, right? And I think those types of things, right? Like, it used to be way easier in game development, I feel, that to stake that claim as a smaller developer, right? Game Freak was very much a developer that did that. The fact that Shenmue was even greenlit was, you're right, was absolutely unreal, right? So like, but once again, you have and some of those studios and some of those like sub-brands were oftentimes led by very charismatic or extremely talented people, right? And you can look around and see them today, right? Like you can see the Yu Suzuki's. You can see, right, like Miyamoto, still, though less now, still had it. Satoru Iwata, right? But like those guys moved into like CEO, like C-suite roles, instead of leading the teams themselves so much, right? But a lot of those teams, like Harada from Tekken and Bamco, right, was that kind of developer and managed to maintain it. You saw a lot of developers try to make that that switch, right? The Igarashis, trying to move from Mega Man to Mighty Number 9. Losing the water really was a gut punch. I mean, even before his death, it was like something that wasn't being talked enough about is what is the future of this company? And I think losing Iwata really did make, I mean, yes, it was first of all just a tremendous loss. I think he was an extremely talented individual. But I think it did make Nintendo as a company say, what are we doing? Like, we need to make sure that we have new talent. Like, who's gonna be the Miyamoto after Miyamoto passes? We need to make sure we're doing that. And they had, well, I don't doubt that they had been doing that kind of mentorship and that building of talent internally. They were never, like, public about it, right? So, like, they would have people who were, like, longtime designers on Mario franchises all of a sudden becoming producers, and, like, the audience is like, who? But it's like, no, they've been the ones that have been making your games for the last 10 years, right? But I think Nintendo has kind of changed and have been like, okay, no, we need to, though that doesn't allow those developers to make a cult of personality like a Sakurai, right? So we need to offer opportunities for these developers to create that kind of, I mean, a fandom, but like also just like talent pool going forward. Yeah, publicly apologizing, right? That is, it was, you put yourself out there. And I mean, it was remarkable that he was someone who was able to kind of take that lump and not lose personal face. Like, I think Nintendo lost a lot of standing in some regards during that era, but I don't feel like, right, like, it was like Iwata taking responsibility in spite of that in a weird way. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's, yeah, no, Sega, it is remarkable how Sega managed to make that shift. Has any other company really done that? Like, Microsoft is starting to. Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. There's probably a good parallel there from, right, like, Sega's downfall as a hardware manufacturer for, like, home consoles, kind of coinciding with the rise of Microsoft in the gaming space, the home console gaming space. And then now, right, like, Sega managed to make that shift to a software developer and publisher, and they already had that kind of in the bag in a lot of respects. So it made sense that they were able to do that. But like Microsoft is now doing that, and Microsoft is like shit canning games and being like, I guess we're gonna do a port for another console, right? And it's like they've had little hints of that, right? Like there was they have done some, like, they did some Game Boy Advance games and they did some DS games and stuff like that, and they have had their IPs spread out a bit. But you can see like that there is not, like, I think Xbox is in a not great position for like future hardware. Like even Sony is talking about struggles, right? But you think like Nintendo is probably well enough that they're not really at risk of disappearing, but like, yeah, Xbox is Dreamcast at this point. Does Microsoft have the desire even to pivot to a major video game producer that is not a hardware manufacturer? And I'm not sure they do. Yeah, right, Sega always had arcades in Japan, right? And hey, like SNK had a lot of trouble. They can always rely on that pachinko money, and I guess now also the PIF money, but for years it was the pachinko parlors that kept them in business and kept us getting King of Fighters games. All right, my friends, we have no signals. We have been at it for 2 hours and 40 minutes. My friends, I think I'm gonna call it for the evening. Yo, I thank you for joining and hanging out and having a lovely chat here. I appreciate it. I always appreciate y'all coming through. Yeah, no, thank you for hanging. I really, it's really cool. It's always nice having the crew come hang out. And yo, yes, immaculate vibes. I appreciate y'all. We can continue engaging in those immaculate vibes down in the Discord, friends. Don't forget to do that. I'm gonna do a quick little shill here, man. Y'all have been so great. We got the Patreon. Yo, if you guys got a couple of bucks and you want to see some cool extra stuff, Patreon's a great way to be able to support us here in the digital basement. But if you don't have it, that's cool. Just yo, coming by, you can lurk and enjoy the vibes. You can chat and contribute to them. All are welcome. You don't gotta pay $5 on Twitch to be able to do it or whatever. That being said, spend your Bezos bucks. Gave a shout out to That Punk earlier on. There are some other amazing streamers out there as well. I know Gamer Herb, you do your thing, of course. Mohast also does their thing, doing the Dark Souls and the Sekiro and stuff like that. Got great folks like Flannel Cat doing amazing stuff with like pinball and retro and speedrunning. So, friends, go support some indie artist out there if you have it within your means. Make sure to do that where you can. It keeps us all going. We're gonna call it. I'm gonna take a quick look, see if there's anyone streaming that we can go raid. Yo, let's go raid Hayama. They're playing, Split Fiction, Hellish Quart. We got some Hellish Quart on decks thanks to Bertman Hayama. Dope. Let's go do that. Yeah, I hope everyone has a very wonderful night out there. Be chill, everyone. Have a great evening. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. And stay safe out there, everyone. All right? I'll catch you next time here in the basement. Adios.
Me gusta lo que pelean como árabes. Deja.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for the raid. How are you, man? Thank you, man. Thank you for the raid. El buen Mike, el amigo canadiense que juega juegos de pelea.
Aguasoso.
invitaste alguna vez?
Sí, jugamos el
Gato culiao,
Ay, what's up, tío?
Bueno,
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Have you played this game? Hell Squad? Yeah, kinda like Michelle. Yeah. Welcome. Gamer Herd. Welcome.
¿cachaste este movimiento? Está re bueno.
Yeah, the last time that we played this game was like 3 or 4 years ago, and it had changed so much. Oh, hey, Punk! Yeah, nice to read you here. How are you?
Internacionales. Los felicito.
Hacemos lo que podemos.
¿Por qué tan internacionales?
Hago lo que puedo. Yeah, I think
Guatama.
it was updated like 2 months ago last time, and it had changed a lot. The game is really fun. Haha! We make this joke that this game is probably well known in Eastern Europe. It looks fun. It is fun, yeah.
¿Cómo está? ¿Por qué te tienes tan internacional?
Historically accurate, Nido.
Accurate Nighthawk. Sí.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah.
Es el,
¿Qué quiere decir con eso?
Esto es cuando lo rompe.
And it's also cheap. I think it cost me less than, I don't know, like $6 when I buy it.
¿Está barato?
Y me acuerdo que lo compré súper barato.
Feliz